What about Nelly Korda? No wins yet this year for the world #1, but found good links form at the Scottish Open last week.
But every player will have their same routine that they do on the range before they go out and play. Usually start with some putting, maybe some, then come and hit a few wedges, and then just work up through your irons and onto your woods.
Yeah, on a day like today, you've really got to feel like you're almost going double time with taking it back to the top of your swing at half the pace you normally do.
Par 5, 6 and 9, and then 7 and 8 to a short par 4, short par 3.
Back to the world #1, who's heading out at 1:15, and Trish Johnson is out there watching.
Yeah, it's getting pretty miserable down here on the range. I've got to be honest. It's I've seen this coming before, and it's not going to be a pleasant afternoon, I don't think. But just watching the world #1 warm up, it's been fascinating actually. I've seen Lottie Woad warm up down the far end. She looks like she's just playing the monthly medal. She looks so relaxed. And then you've got some other players, Lily Avu, her playing partner, who looks very, very intense to say the least. Nelly doesn't really ever change her demeanour, goes through exactly the same routine. I have to say it is very, very impressive when you watch her swing a club. I've heard many a player say that this is the golf swing to replicate if you can, but it's great rhythmically. She does the same thing every single time. Never really changes her routine, and what I love about her is on this range there's a left to right wind. It's the predominant wind whenever you come to Royal Porthcawl, and she can just hit that lovely little draw into that wind, so she's got every capability of hitting the shots that holds into it, turns into it, and that.
Yeah, that's why you should hold your finish.
Maria Jutanagan and Nelly Korda, who will be in the company of Angel Yin as well. But again, the groups to follow. Of course, it was going to be hard for Nelly Korda to follow last season. She's played well enough this year, but really just hasn't delivered the final touches, which would have brought the victories.
Indeed, that one a good rip there. 53-mile-an-hour ball speed, absolutely perfect down the right side.
On the tee from the USA.
Beautiful tee shot from Nelly Korda. There we are, 279 into the wind.
Yeah, what a difference. Well, much easier second shot for Nelly with that length off the tee. Just probably about an 8 or a little 7 down the hill, and beautifully played, setting up a great chance for birdie.
Well, that's a bold line there, rewarded. We saw Jutanagan's long birdie attempt, just sliding by. Angel Yin missed her birdie putt as well. So Nelly Korda for the only 3 of this group.
Oh, and that's the area, I think, of Nelly's game. If she's going to contend this week, she needs to hold her fair.
June on 15.
Nice. She gets to 2 under par. We go to Nelly Korda here, less than driver on the second tee.
Just keeping an eye on this tee shot. Got to avoid the fairway bunkers. Got a nice gentle bounce off the back of that hill over on the right on the fairway on number 2. So she'll be just off.
That stuff and the good stuff, to be honest. She just gets on with it. Puts her in a share of 60th at the moment, just to put that into context. Back we go to Nelly Korda's second at 2.
That's from the right side of the hole here. Wind coming off the left, so Nelly will be able to get something to dance around there. Just skirt inside of Angel Yin's approach shot, so I'm going to get a little bit of an assist in terms of the Now Nelly Korda, see if she learned anything off of Angel Yin's putt. It's just outside of where she is and might have overplayed and underread the speed That is the thing that we're going to have to keep an eye on for Nelly. I noticed the last couple of AIG Women's Opens, a number of times we've seen you got to kind of pick and choose your battles where you can be greedy. So it's prudent play from Lottie Woad. Now Nelly Korda.
Yeah, about all she could muster. Boutier, by the way, did miss a par putt, so in for a bogey for her. Third shot on the way for Nelly Korda. I don't think Nelly had a very good lie in that bunker. Could only advance it to here. This very good chance for her. Very good at this shot. She dragged it. Could be long and left. Yep. Oh, got the spin though. Well played.
Yeah, that was pretty tidy there. You saw that.
As we return to Nelly Korda.
You saw that tidy little pitch shot that Nelly had hit. See if she can capitalize on that. Beautiful up and down. And that's the name of the game, folks. You know, you sit here and watch every shot of these players. Not every single one of them is going to be absolutely perfect. It's all about how you're able.
But disappointing bogey. Driver out for Nelly Korda at 4. One of the best in the game with this club in hand. Watching it though.
Keeping an eye on this one drifting off to the right too. You can see that there's a fair bit of dimples that we can see, so hopefully not too bad of a lie that she's drummed up. Oftentimes you can kind of
Korda just over the back here at 4.
And very well played, little chip. I must say, I'd be like you, Laura. I'd be out with the old Texas wedge.
Absolutely, that's the young nerves though. Well, Iona Stephen is caught up with this trio and has a nice watch ahead of her.
Yeah, certainly do. A little wait on this 5th tee, however. These players have had plenty of time to calculate what they're going to do here. It's playing 220 yards today. Down breeze off the right. It's more like a 200 shot. The 5-iron for Nelly. There's a couple of tiers up there, so you got to throw it certainly over the first one, otherwise it's going to come trundling all the way back down.
And that's just gone to the very back of the green. Iona. It's going to leave her a tricky putt back down the hill.
Tends to do that on the greens. Back to 5.
Yeah, Nelly Korda just got into the back of the green here in the 5th. Putting back down the hill. Bit off the left-hand side, just down. Oh, she's not got it to the top of the slope. That was a very poor misjudgment of speed. It was a tricky putt, but she just had to get it out far enough left and then let it roll down the hill. There's Nelly Korda on tee at the 6th. Will she be going with her driver? Try and thread it down. Oh, she's just taking the iron. Just going to play it as a 3-shot hole.
Yeah, I think they're taking the view here, Katrina, that if they can't get miles down there, if it's not straight downwind, it's such a dangerous second shot. OB left, Gorse right.
It is. I watched a few of the groups this morning, and
Weekend hold here at the AIG Women's Open. We will find out. Let's go out to the 6th, and Nelly Korda trying to get it back to level par, which she does.
Taking advantage, as Paige said, of one of those par 5s, the 6th. Definitely, when you're looking at your strategy for the day, you circle those par 5s as real opti that these players have faced a lot worse. I think about Sunday last year at St. Andrews, how brutal of a day that was. Nothing like that here today.
And now Nelly's second at the 7th.
Should be helping win. Very flat green. We'll get a good look at release numbers. Oh, and that is not where you want to end up. Quite a few roll-offs on the greens around here, kind of perched up a little bit, where you might have roll-offs on either side of the greens. So that a big mistake with just a...
Back at the 7th, and Nelly Korda Just to get it up and down at the 7th for Korda.
See if she can stay steady through the strike. Well done.
Not a hole that has been particularly difficult to date, so Nelly making par there. Only 9 bogey. Go to the tee at number 8. Here's Nelly.
Let's see if she chooses that little soft follow through here. Not with a full swing. Typically in these conditions, take a little bit more clubs, swing easier. Smooth is usually the name of the game when the wind does pick up. That's a beautiful result.
Nelly for a birdie at 8.
Can somebody get a putt to the hole here on the 8th? The answer is yes.
Well, number 1 can do it. She's been in danger of losing her top spot in the Rolex rankings, but hanging on.
There.
From the tee at the 9th, this is Nelly Korda.
Wind is into and off of the right. So just enough to hang on. That'll give her a chance to go for this green in 2.
Yards to the hole here. Sophie?
Pulled a hybrid now, trying to rock this from right to left. Needs all of it. It's hitting back into a right to left wind.
It's going to find that bunker on the right side.
It was a pretty straightforward bunker shot for Lydia Ko, so if Nelly...
And back over to the 9th, and Korda going to be coming out of this little pop bunker.
She'd have wished that it had rolled in more, Tom. It's towards the back of the bunker, so she's now on the downslope. Pitching this one downwind, she's going to have to get this one up very quick. Slide the right hand underneath it, sticking her weight on the left-hand side. Wants to land this no, about halfway.
Oh, very nicely done. And I think a good example of how a hole that is very accessible and gettable can be penalizing if you're not on the right.
Back over to Nelly for her birdie.
Keep this one inside the hole. It's uphill also. Be aggressive, Nelly.
Might feel like a bogey.
Shame not to be able to take advantage of the 9th. And that second half of the front 9, a big scoring opportunity she was able to get.
We go to the tee at the 10th as Nelly Korda starts the back 9 here in her opening round of this 5th and final major championship of the year.
So many right to left dog legs on this golf course. And here on 10, she's opting for 3-wood. There's a bunker at 295. She's got to keep it right of that. This will not get there.
No need for driver. Just keep something up the right on the top half of this fairway. It'll be okay. First cut is certainly manageable around this golf course.
Nelly has a good record in this championship. A couple of top 10s, including a near miss last year. Had the lead just a few weeks ago with that win in Ireland, and this run of form has really changed her life. Second at 10 for Nelly.
Just starting something a little
2 club wind up there. Keep it long and left of the flag.
I was saying left, Sophie, but that's a little bit too far left.
She had that in Scotland, Morgan.
As her last week coming down the stretch, how impressed she was with Lottie's ability to play in the moment.
Third at 10 for Nelly.
Back of the stance. Bump this one in, check it, release it close.
Just like that, Sophie.
It's easy when it's the world #1, Morgan.
And also one of the...
Get worried, although she's right-handed, so she may have a bit more room. We'll see. Korda now for par at 10.
Ooh.
Caught enough of the hole.
After missing that putt on the previous hole, I think that was an important one right there for Nelly.
There are only 6 Japanese players in the field at the Open at Royal Portrush, so Japanese women really in commanding form on the LPGA. Korda.
Also with 3 wood, looking to whip one from right to left, hitting down on it through this wind.
Of these greens.
Now back over to Nelly for her birdie.
Hit the most delightful pitch shot in here from 77 yards. She was on an upslope, so it'd have been so easy to flare it into the sky and come up left, but she took it low and fizzed it into this pin position. Has now set her sights on a birdie look. It's left to right, but how much? You saw Angel Yin straighten up from the other side, so there could be some second guessing here for Korda. Left edge birdie pot. Oh, it never moved.
It almost went the opposite direction and not enough pace.
Well, we'll send some sunscreen out there for you. Safety first here. Now, Nelly.
Korda's had a couple of clubs in her hand. It looks like she's going for more of a chippy one here. Downhill, par 3, 151, wind helping from the left.
It looked like she went with a more full swing there. Landed it right about on the front edge. Leave that putt that we've seen the previous group leave short. Safe play.
18 rules officials here from various tours and areas of the globe. Nelly Korda now for birdie.
It's a slow one.
Did she hit it? Oh, she did, but just misses. That would have looked really good for Nelly.
I'm still not quite sure how that didn't go in. Great effort.
Nelly said in the run-up to the championship that she really loves testing her game in these difficult conditions.
She's a player, Tom, who always really seems to rise to the occasion. The tougher the conditions, the better she plays. She says it helps her focus more on exactly what's in front of her. And I just think she loves the creatively confident swing right there. Wow.
Now, Nelly Korda on the tee at 13, Sophie.
I feel like I've waited a while to see Nelly hit driver. It's not been since the 9th. These par 5s all downwind. And it's down off the right now. There's 2 bunkers you can see, but the 3rd is the one you can't. And that's what you've got to negotiate. Pitch it on the top ridge and let it run.
Exactly what Angel Yin did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's going to love that.
That's gone past Angel, I think.
Yes.
This was a little earlier at the 13th, the second for Nelly Korda.
From a sand divot, this is 6-iron, looking for it to run up, downwind second.
It certainly did run up. It might run over. A little unlucky that she found that 4, it's a Grand Slam. If you win 5, it's a Super Slam. Now Korda, 3rd at 13.
Nelly keeps the same grind and bounce in her wedge all year. Also getting disturbed. But that's an interesting one. You think links golf, she might change it up. This one, take it down the left-hand side and then it will capture the slope and it will feed it towards the hole.
I would never change my bounce on my wedges. Would you, Paige?
I never did. It's kind of, I get used to how club reacts, and even though the turf does change, it's still.
Now Korda for a birdie.
I'm struggling to see anything in this one. And it's up the hill. Keep the head down. Pick it out the hole. Must make birdie on 13, this.
That is another missed opportunity on a par 5.
The 14th, 400 yards back into a stiff wind. Aim it at the bunker on the right-hand side at 244.
Just think to the way that Nelly has played these par 5s, 9 and 13. She's had putts inside of 5 feet for birdie and has not been able to convert. And we've talked about how you really need to take advantage of those because these holes, 14, 15, 16, and 17 are not easy. Definitely a misjudge in terms of what she was trying to do. Came up well short.
Nelly just splashing out of the bunker.
It's just a mistake you can't make off this tee either.
You can't miss these fairway bunkers. They're nearly an immediate full shot penalty. It's so hard to make up any kind of ground. You have to do something miraculous in order to save par.
Now get the sand off your face. I mean, it's just brutal into the...
This was a little earlier at the 14th, third shot for Nelly.
123 yards, 8 iron into the wind, but downhill.
Club twirl usually means she likes it.
Yeah, you can see based on her setup, she was leaning into that left side, trying to flight it down completely. As players, we've seen no one lay up. Everybody's trying to push it down there in 2.
It'd be a good par for Nelly at 14.
It would. It's a tough read because at the start it stays straight. It actually wants to move right on her, but this whole green moves from right to left.
Well, I said it would take something special in order for her to save par with that mistake off the tee, and that third shot that you mentioned, Paige.
This was playing under par. It's now sneaked over par.
Korda is opting for a 7 iron, and she knows where she can't be. That's where Angel Yin has hit her tee shot. It's exposed on this 15th hole.
Sit.
Okay.
All right, that's fine then.
Yeah, long left, which is what she, I believe, was concerned about.
And we're on the 15th here with Nelly Korda for a birdie.
Had a long look at this one, left to right at the start, then wants to hold its line at the end.
Back over to Nelly trying to save par. This will be a 2-putt par for Nelly. Yeah. Says the preparations here are the same as any other tournament, a golf course that she does not know. Coming in here, learning the golf course, but not changing the way that she prepares. Same week in, week out.
First, the way she hopped, thought maybe she had tweaked that a bit.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. This is Nelly.
Shocker of a lie, sat down, just hacking it up down that right-hand side, taking her medicine.
This is at the 16th and the 3rd for Nelly Korda.
43-yard pitch. Oh.
Championship. And here is Nelly.
Well, the final round in Scotland last week, she missed a lot of these putts coming in. This par putt is significant to keep this round under par. She's looking down that left-hand side here.
Oh, yes. Another player making a 9th start here, Nelly. And that is a grind. She's just staying in it here on the back 9.
Yeah, she's missed a couple of those putts. One on 9 and 13. Looked like the one on 12 couldn't miss. Lipped out. This one lips in.
8 straight pars to this point, and Nelly on the tee at 17.
Downwind hole, but we have some cross bunkers, so this is only a long iron, 260 to the sand.
She's going to be fine, just into that rough on the left, which has been a popular spot.
She gets up there. She may be.
It scampers, doesn't it? 177 downwind. Front number is the maximum here for Korda.
Yeah. Good judgment. And great call there, Sophie. The play. We've seen several players go long on this hole because there's massive release up near the green, coming in with a little bit lower trajectory given the elevated nature of the 17th approach.
In conditions like this, I think there's nothing more important.
Nelly for a birdie at 17. There's going to be another par. This run of pars on the back nine continues for the world number one. Pretty packed on this 18th tee. Some of the tee boxes here are a little bit tight back there, but trying to keep the shadows away from the ball for Nelly Korda.
I'm looking back at this tee box and the people around it, the sea in the distance as Korda pulls driver. There's a grass walkway on the right-hand side. That's the line off the tee. If you go any further right of that, you will find the trap on the right-hand side.
Find the left rough. I thought it was interesting coming up into this week. Nelly said that she doesn't like to play in these high winds 2 weeks in a row. Feels like she starts to sway with her golf swing. I always felt like after I played in Hawaii, it just kind of, you're
5. I like controlled 6, knowing that carries 170. I'd go right over the Mercedes. You know what I'm saying?
There's no out of bounds there, right?
There is not.
Nelly's pulled a 6-iron, is looking down the left-hand side here. 197 to the front of this green. The lie's okay. You'd expect it to jump.
aggressive line she's taking. The left side of the green. It's going to be okay over there. We've seen quite a few players get up and down from that area. Has the majority of the green width to chip.
It's kind of a runoff there of the. Back on the 18th hole here at Royal Porthcawl, and Nelly Korda with her third to the par 5.
And this is the leave. Sat in a slight depression, but it's an uphill chip moving from right to left.
Earlier today, just about her prowess with those wedges. She loves
green with Nelly Korda. And this to end a run of pars. She's had 9 straight pars on the card.
She wasn't able to convert on 9 or 13. She has to do it here, Tom.
Yeah.
Has to make this for a closing birdie.
And she does. So it's a round of 70 to start the week for Nelly Korda, and she's just lurking on that leaderboard. And what do you think? Is she be happy with today?
I think she'll feel like she left some shots out there, but certainly it's a grind, and I think she feels pretty good about where she is on the leaderboard. Certainly plenty within striking distance, only 3 back. You know, nobody really ran away with it. It's quite a bunch.
Kind of conditions. What a glorious end to the day here at Royal Porthcawl with the sun over the water.
Yeah, I'll do it after. Yeah. Where are our scores?
Just going to walk over to the scoring area. She will come back and sign some autographs once the scorecard has been signed.